안녕하세요 여러분, Emsa입니다. Hi everyone, Margarita here, and this is your K-pop lyrics breakdown series where we take K-pop lyrics, we dissect them, and that helps us learn Korean in a more fun and interactive way. And today I'm going to be going over the lyrics of a song that I personally had no idea existed. You guys have pointed me in the direction of it, you guys have requested it, so you ask, I deliver. This is a song done by a group that I also don't really know. All I know is that it has a bajillion members and they all came from this K-pop idol survival program called Produce 48? There's been a lot of Produce-y TV shows happening in Korea. I am not going to attempt to sing this song because the melody is just kind of like all over the place, but I'm also not going to be including the original song because copyright. I'll be going over the first part of the lyrics in this video, and then if you want to get yourself some more Korean learning crammed into today, then head over to my IGTV where there will be a second part to this video waiting for you, where we'll go over the rap part and then the later post-chorus little bits of the song. So, without further ado, let's get into it. 가자! Alright, so the song opens up with a bunch of English lyrics, and then the first line goes like 들어볼래 동화 속에 나올 법한 얘기. Long line. A little bit complicated, but that's probably as complicated as the song gets. I think because this group has some Japanese members, maybe they're trying to keep the lyrics quite simple, because as we go along, it's just like beginner Korean. Super easy. So this lyric means, do you want to listen to a story that seems to have come from a fairy tale? Oh, and speaking of fairy tales, the name of the song itself was very confusing to me because in English they've translated it as The Secret Story of a Swan, whereas in Korean it is 환상동화. 환상 means like an illusion or a fantasy, and 동화 is a fairy tale. So a fantasy fairy tale doesn't sound like a secret story of a swan to me, but I'm sure there's a meaning behind the English translation. So let me know, guys, in the comments. 들어볼래 comes from the verb 듣다, to listen, plus 보다, which generally means to see, but in this case it means to try, because 보다 has like this extra meaning when you add it to another verb as a compound verb. It just gives it a meaning of like, give it a listen in this case. But we have 들어볼래, which le is like this suggestive little particle that you add to give it even more of a meaning of like, do you want to give it a listen? 들어볼래? Then we have 동화, which once again is a fairy tale. 속에 comes from 속, which is inside, and 에 is just a location marking particle. 나올 법한 얘기. This is where things got a little tricky because when I tried to research the word 법안, it gave me the verb 법하다, which means to do something by the law or be legal, and I was like, wait a second, this does not make sense and doesn't fit in with the meaning of the song. But then I also found the definition of to seem like something or to have a possibility. So 나올 법한 얘기 is a story. 나올 comes from 나오다, which means to come out. So like 나올 법한, it's almost like it seems like something have come out. It seems like the 얘기, the story, has come out of the 동화 속에, the inside of a fairy tale. Next line, 우리 둘이 만든 비밀. This basically means a secret that's been made between us two. 우리 is us. 둘이 comes from 둘다, to be two of something. Then 만든 comes from 만들다, which means to make, and 비밀 is a secret. So 우리 둘이 만든 비밀 is like a secret between the two of us. Next line, 담아둘래 두 눈 속에 너로 가득해진 something that comes in later in the second line because this is not a complete sentence. 담아둘래 comes from 담아두다, which basically means to keep something somewhere. 담다 on its own means to put something inside, and then 두다 means to position something or to set something in a certain place. So 담아두다 means to keep, and I think it's usually used with like to keep in mind or like to remember something. But then here, 담아둘래 basically means would you keep it in 두 눈 속에. 두 is two, 눈, eyes, 속에, once again we already know, is inside. So would you keep it inside your eyes? 너로 가득해진 ... 너로 means with you, but not in a sense like together with you, but more like 가득하다 means to be filled with something. So to be filled with you is the 너로, because 로 is this particle that kind of gives something a meaning of by the means of. Here, the verb is actually 가득 가득해지다. Whenever you have 지다 added to any verb, it gives it a passive meaning. So 너로 가득해진 니은 indicates that 가득하다 here is modified, directly modified to describe a noun, and this noun comes in the next line. 작은 세계, 세계. 작은 comes from 작다, means small. 세계 is world. So 너로 가득해진 작은 세계 is the small world that is filled with you. Would you keep it in your eyes? That's what this entire line and a half means. The rest of the next line is 그 문이 열리게, which basically means opening that door. 그 is that, 문 is door, 열리게 comes from 열리다, which means to open. Here is just kind of modified with 게 to turn it into an adverb. Koreans don't use adverbs in the same way as we do in English, so the general meaning of this phrase is still opening the door. Next line, 날 향한 눈빛에 나나, which basically means the light in your eyes towards me, me. 날 in this case is I as an object, 나 plus the object marking particle. 향한 comes from 향하다, which means to face something or to be towards something, and then 눈빛 is the light in your eyes or your gaze essentially. So 날 향한 눈빛에, it's like you have the 에, which is the location indicator, and then 날 향한 means directed towards the object of the sentence, which is me in this case, and then 나나, so the light in your eyes directed at me or towards me. Next line, 점점 더 빠져들어가. This line appears in like every single K-pop song, I swear, and the literal definition of it is basically to get a bit more in there, but of course the definition that we all are used to is to fall for something more and more. 점점 is a bit, 더 is more, 빠져 comes from 빠지다, which means to fall out, and then 들어가다 means to go into something. So like 빠져 들어가, it's like fall out of something and go straight into something. So fall for something or someone, obviously. So next line, 너의 손끝에서 시간되는 걸 fairy tale. The thing that starts from your fingertips, a fairy tale. 너의 means yours because it's 너 plus the 에 possessive particle. 손끝 is your fingertips, but it's very, very cute because in Korean 손 is your hand and 끝 is the end, so like the ends of your hand. 에서 is a location marking particle that means from. And then 시작되는 걸 basically means the thing that begins. 시작 is already the word for beginning or start, but then 되는 means to become, so like to become the start or to start the beginning. Next line, 상상했던 모든 순간들이 눈앞에 다가올 그때까지. Yes, I've used two lines in one because I'm just sick of lines kind of ending when the entire meaning of the sentence is not completed and I'm just there struggling to explain things to you guys. So this is two lines put together and they both mean until the day when all the imagined moments come out in front of my eyes. 상상했던 comes from 상상하다, which means to imagine something, and then 했던 is just a past tense direct modifier of a noun, which in this case is 모든 순간들이. 모든 is all or everything. 순간 is a moment. 순간들 is many moments, multiple moments. So 상상했던 모든 순간들이 means all the moments that have been imagined. 눈앞에 다가올 그때까지. 눈 is eyes. 앞에 is to be in front of. 다가올 comes from 다가오다, which means to come near. And then 그때까지, 그때 is then or that day, sometimes it's translated as, and then 까지 is until. So until the day, 그때까지, when all the imagined moments, 상상했던 모든 순간들이 come out in front of my eyes. 눈앞에 다가올 or 다가오다, if we were to deconstruct the sentence. Next line, we're almost there. 너를 위한 춤을 춰 우아하게. I actually really like that part of the song where they're like 우아하게 swan 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 swan. I don't know. I just like the 우아하게. But 너를 위한 춤을 춰 우아하게. 우아하게 actually has a meaning in Korean. It's not just like some type of sound in the song. 우아하다 means to be elegant or graceful. So 너를 위한 춤을 춰 means for you, 너를 위한 is for or for someone's sake. 너를 is you in as the object of the sentence. 춤을 춰 comes from 춤을 추다, which means dance. 우아하게, so elegantly. Then we have like swan, swan, swan. 너의 마법에 난 깨어다. 깨어나. Right. I wake up from your magic. 너의 is yours because it's 너, you, and 에, possessive particle. 마법 is magic. 에 is normally is location marking particle, but in this case it means kind of like from something. 난 깨어나. 깨어나다, which means to wake up. And 난 is me as a subject of the sentence, so I wake up from your magic like swan, swan, swan. 우아하게 꿈을 꿔, baby. Elegantly dreaming, baby. Like a swan, though. Because 꿈을 꿔 comes from 꿈을 꾸다, which means to dream, and then 우아하게 is elegantly, so dreaming elegantly. Alright, I want to see how you do that. Next line, with you. 춤을 춰, baby, 너를 위해서, yeah. So once again we have 춤을 춰 comes from 춤을 추다, which means to dance. 널 위해서, for your sake. So dancing for you essentially. Like swan, 너와 함께. With you like swan. That's it. That's the first part of the song. That felt really long. Did it, guys? I feel like that was a lot of Korean words and grammar. It was all pretty simple, I feel like. Let me guys know how you felt about it in the comment section. Was this easy, difficult? Also make sure to check out part 2 to this video on my IGTV. We go over the little rap part that there is in the song. And otherwise, I hope you all are having the most wonderful day. I hope you are taking this time of this crazy pandemic to learn some Korean now that we all tend to have a little bit more free time on our hands. I hope all those of you who are having a summer right now are enjoying the beautiful hot weather. It is so incredibly warm here in London. Oh my god, I'm melting. But yes, otherwise I hope you are all having the most wonderful time, and I will see you all in my upcoming videos. Bye! 안녕!